What's something that's illegal now, but used to be perfectly normal? Used to buy dynamite at the hardware store. My dad and I used it to remove stumps. Sending your kids to the store to buy cigarettes. Cigarette vending machines. No age restriction, just drop couple of quarters in and pull the handle. Smoking at school. My HS had a smoking area for students. Dosing your baby with OTC laudanum so you can go out dancing all night. Or so my grandmother said. A couple of flappers overdosed their babies and they stopped selling laudanum in the drugstore. Public executions. Our high school had a rifle club in school. Kids kept their .22s in their lockers. Edit, not saying rifle teams are now illegal. Bringing guns into school and storing them in a locker is what is now verboten. And I'm not from a particularly rural area. Lead paint and asbestos in housing. The ingredients in cough syrup at the beginning of the 1900s. Smoking indoors. I can remember when it was perfectly normal for someone to leave their kids in the car, doors unlocked and windows open, while they went inside a business. No one gave it a second thought. Driving around without a seatbelt. Hell, when I was a kid, it was common to find rear seatbelts weren't even fitted. My dad bought them separately and fitted them himself a couple of times. Spankings in school, including with paddles. Drinking and driving. Riding around town in the back of a pickup truck. I'm someone who won't take my car out of park if all the seatbelts aren't fastened, but as a kid I would jump at the chance to ride in the truck bed. Driving with no seatbelt. Driving while talking on the phone. Driving with no car seat for a child. Lawn darts. Not wearing a seatbelt. People used to make fun of you for wearing one. Owning fully automatic firearms. Prior to the National Firearms Act of 1934, anyone was allowed to own full automatic firearms in the States. AKA machine guns. Does anyone remember the 90s when mooning was a thing? I remember my mom driving down the highway and my brother and I laughing hysterically at some random guy who was mooning us out his window. I don't know if it's illegal now, but I think mooning would be perceived a lot differently these days. Edit, all of your mooning stories are warming my heart.